I was just walking, and then I see this truck full of 4 white men pass by me, MAGA apparel, everything, you know. They drove past me, and they were like, bend over.
Okay, so they said the N-word on campus to you.
Well, yes. Next instance, they threatened to rape me, and then just drove off.
Hold on, so a bunch of Trump guys who are largely white heterosexual males then also threatened to rape you?
Different group of people, but yes.
All in one night?
All in one night, sir.
I think you're making this up.
These are very serious claims this guy's making, and I wouldn't want to make fun of anybody that went through that. But just like Charlie Kirk, I don't think a single one of these accusations actually occurred, as the more Charlie challenges his claims, the more fabricated his story sounds. As this all began when Charlie went to the University of Tennessee to speak with the students, until he encountered this guy.
I was hate crime 5 times in one night, okay? 3 of them by Trump supporters.
What happened to you?
I was just walking, and then I see this truck full of 4 white men pass by me, MAGA apparel, everything, you know. And then...
Did they say this is MAGA country?
I think it's very telling if someone shares a traumatic experience, but is immediately met with comparisons to the worst race hoax of our lifetime, and their reaction isn't anger, it's nothing. They either have incredibly thick skin or are lying. I wonder which one this will turn out to be.
They drove past me, and they were like, you bend over.
Okay, so they said the N-word on campus to you.
Well, yes.
Oh yeah? Okay, so what happened to them when you reported them?
I didn't report them.
Oh, really? Okay, so maybe it didn't happen.
Okay, anyways.
I don't believe you.
Anyways, next instance, they threatened to rape me, and then just drove off.
Hold on, so a bunch of Trump guys who are largely white heterosexual males then also threatened to rape you?
Different group of people, but yes.
All in one night?
All in one night, sir.
I think you're making this up.
Okay, that's fine.
Because now we're talking about crimes. Threatening to rape you is an intent of a crime. Did you go to the police? You file a police report? You hire an attorney? You sue the school?
But
Why?
I'm not going to argue with you.
No, but you're coming in front of 2,000 people to say it. Why did you
Right.
not go to the university and say this happened?
Okay, because how would I report them?
Anyone. There's
Who would I
hotlines all over this campus. You guys have nothing but, like, if something happens to you, I think you're making this up. I think you're doing this to try to make a point.
Okay.
I don't think there's any evidence.
I can promise you, God as my witness, I am not. Anyways.
Now, one thing I'll point out is I can understand why someone would not report the crime. I've talked about it before, but a long time ago some guys tried to rob me in the street, but I was able to successfully keep my belongings. And I do remember initially being shaken up and not wanting to file a report with the police, just to relive the incident with the detective, retelling it to the DA, then potentially testifying to it in front of a courtroom. It was just something I was eager to forget, until someone told me, yeah, but what about the next victim? You've seen their face, you've actually got their license plate, you should report this. To which I did, and to LAPD's credit, they actually found the whole crew quite quickly. And when they were snitching on each other, they openly admitted to specifically targeting Asian people, as they perceived us as softer targets. So when you got a guy like this student here, sharing his stories of horrendous crimes that occurred on campus, you would think if he's willing to share it with Charlie and thousands of his classmates, he would have no issues sharing it with law enforcement, if for nothing else but to save the next victim that looks like him. Unless, like Charlie suggests, he's not there to stop heinous crimes, he's just trying to shame conservatives.
Let's do this. I'm going to show you the university official, and why don't you go file a Department of Education complaint, and let's find these terrible people that did this to you. We'll be able to look at security camera footage, and we'll see.
Okay, I'll think about that.
But you didn't do that,
Can I
though.
try to finish?
You'll think about it. Hold on, why wouldn't you want to do that immediately?
Can I talk? Anyways, I feel like every time I step foot on this campus, I have a wall of vitriol and hate at my back. So y'all need to clock them. And I hate overgeneralizing, but I'm not gonna say all Trump supporters are racist, but a good amount. Anyways.
This is just what happens when the demand for racism exceeds the supply. And combine that with the culture of championing victimhood, you'll have people that blatantly make up stories like this because modern day liberalism incentivizes it.
My question to you is, if you had one message to say to these people with the hate in their hearts, what would you tell them?
I would tell you to stop lying.
What would you tell them? Not to me.
No, honestly, I think you're Jussie Smollett at this campus. I think you're completely making this whole thing up. I will bring this to Linda McMahon, the head of the Department of Education, the federal government. I will make sure these people are arrested by Kash Patel, the head of the FBI. Will you do this or not?
That's really cute, Charlie, but I'm trying to give you the opportunity to alleviate hate within this group of people.
And there it is. If this really happened and he had the opportunity to get a direct line to the head of the FBI to charge these angry MAGA men with a hate crime, that's the best way Charlie Kirk can assist you. But if the only objective he has is to make Charlie shame Trump supporters, I 100% don't believe a single claim that guy is making.
Because you just came in front of 2,000 people, and we're going to go bring in the police, we'll bring in the FBI, because what you just said is unacceptable. This is going to become a very big issue. We're going to put this on social media, because nowhere in America should you be allowed to go in front of a microphone with no evidence, no willingness to report, no likelihood to talk to police and say, oh, this happened to be at night, and ruin the reputation of half the country.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you. You'll be hearing from a lot of institutions, and if you did indeed lie, you will be civilly liable for smearing this university publicly for a very big number. We'll find out if you're telling the truth.
As nobody on YouTube believes this guy's story, and basically anywhere you see this reposted is the same. And I really hope Kirk can finally confirm whether or not this actually occurred, as apparently hate hoaxes on college campuses is becoming a growing trend, which is absolutely disgusting, as these crimes do occur, but every time someone makes one up for either political reasons or just for attention, it only promotes skepticism to anybody that actually experienced these. But why is this a growing problem? Because apparently there's no real punishment for it, as the most famous instance of this is Jussie Smollett, who apparently had his conviction overturned, as a PBS article for some reason had to include his identity in the article. So when attempting this, best case scenario, you gain fame and fortune from your fellow liberals. Worst case, nothing.
I will, thank you. Hope you have a good lawyer. Thank you. And I want you to understand the implications of this. No one has had the stones to stand up to this stuff for years past. And so many innocent people have been drugged into this crap, saying that all the white people are coming after me. I don't believe it. It's wrong, and we're putting an end to it.
And that's why I think Charlie Kirk is the most important commentator in politics today. Not only because he goes to college campuses to have rational, long-form discussions with the students, proving how shallow their arguments are past their NPC talking points, and how they don't hate conservatives and Charlie Kirk, they hate what they've been told about conservatives and Charlie Kirk. But most importantly, with this story, he's either going to help prosecute a group of racists and keep them off the streets, or more likely, he's going to punish those who would make up stories in order to slander Trump supporters, as harsh consequences is the only thing that can stop this nonsense. But if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on what happens when anti-Elon protesters meet reality.